Hello.
Hello. So happy to see you again.
And we are happy to be here in this beautiful space.
Yes,
Can you feel the energy of it?
yes.
The breeze is blowing. And the ancients are with us.
Mm.
Oh, and the other beings, we are all here. With such joy we are
Oh,
here. How may we be of service to you
good.
today?
Well, on the note of joy, actually, which you always bring through and you just smile anyway. But we wanted to hear a little bit about joy and why that's the lessons that are coming up and what give us some information around finding joy.
Well, joy is one of the keys, is it not?
Absolutely.
There are so many people that are walking this earth plane here and now that are bogged down by the weight that is in the shift of what is happening. There is so much transition, so much change that is happening that it's very difficult for some to hold the essence of who they are and where they want to be in this time of shifting from the 3D Piscean way into the 5D Aquarian way. So we wish to talk about joy and we wish to teach about joy. And that is why we have shared with La Alila that we want to talk about this subject, because it is an easy access point to shifting your personal vibration. And so we wish to help people find this way of making this shift for joy. Does that make sense?
It does. Yes.
So when we do these events or we have these classes with these teachings of joy, the idea is to help you to learn to bring joy further into you so that your light can be stronger, your sovereignty can be stronger. And in these times of much change, and for many people much fear, if you can draw on the joy, you can be brought into the flow that is in your highest good for your highest vibration. Does this make sense?
It does. Yes.
And so we wish to talk about this subject a lot. And we wish to share with people the importance of finding the joy in their life, to finding the tools that will bring them to joy. And what that tool looks like will be very different for each person. So as they explore this, it is not like we can wave a magic wand and say, boom, now you have joy. It does not work like that. It is your choice. And it is a matter of learning that joy is super, super important. And it brings much to who you are. And then to find those tools that bring you the joy, to bring those things into your life that bring you into joy, that bring you into flow, so that you can move into your light, so that you may become more of who you are meant to be. You are not meant to walk around this planet to suffer. You are meant to walk with joy.
Yeah.
And that is why we have talked about this subject. And that's why we will continue to talk about this subject.
Okay. That's great. The other day, she and I were talking about people and the different camps that they sit, so to speak, and their perspectives and where they decide what is truth for them and not, and the separation of some of these camps, so to speak. And it seems that what you're talking about here, it just takes you away from that, because you're just focusing on joy, and that brings you into rightness for you, no matter what your decisions are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is so important, because you are shifting from this time of separation, this time of let us say, duality, where you're coming out of this place where you must do this or you must do that, or this is right or this is wrong, and that cannot be the energy we move forward with. It does not work. It no longer is working for us, and so it is breaking down. And when that breaks down, what happens is you are rebirthing into a new way of being, into a new way of thinking. And so if you have always been that person, this one very much had that in her for a very long time. I must be right. I must be right. Because if I'm not right, I am wrong.
Right.
And that's not good.
Right.
And it gave somebody like her, she does not mind we pick on her a little bit, it gave her a sense of control in a world that felt out of control. Yeah. We are moving now into a place where there is going to be less and less control. There will be more things around you that will bring uncomfort, discomfort, unease. Mm-hmm. And so if you can find that joy within your heart, if you can find that way to connect with one another and let go of the need to be correct or to have control and just let go, you can break free of that and move into this place of joyousness. And this joy can actually bring you into a place that you can sit in a spot where there is chaos around you. And if you are following the joy of your flow, that does not guarantee you will not have discomforts, but it will let you flow with much greater ease and much greater comfort into who you are, so that your light can be the brightest that it can be, and we can make the shift with a much greater ease.
Yeah. Right on.
Right on, as you say.